Sometimes you feel like a shame or like a ruse, a half-cooked idea or a trick to be used. And sometimes you feel so lowly, halted and stark, waving in the wind like a flag that's torn apart. But we all walk blindly when we stagger and we strut, and we're all dealt the hands with the cards of our luck. And we all bow down silent at the words when we're struck by the shameless lights of the broken afternoon.
And so it's 5 in the morning. Dark as hell still. Probably gonna look like this when we get out. We're doing Redfield and Cliff today. Just leaving Clifton Park now after our nice homemade breakfast. Don't know how I had the energy for that, but gonna need a lot more of that today. So we just got to the lodge. It's 8 in the morning. Took us about 3 hours or so to get up here, so it took a while. We're gonna get started pretty soon. Andrew's just stopping inside the lodge for a second, and as soon as he gets out, we're gonna go. It's gonna be a long day. Oh, we're just crossing or at least coming up on the water bridge for Marcy Dam here. We pretty much did that first 2.1 miles. Haven't even looked at the clock yet, but I'm guessing about 40 minutes. We did it pretty quick. So a good pace to start the day. Hopefully we can keep it up. And I'm going to be taking this top layer off in just a minute. But we've done this portion a million times, so. It's been just about an hour and we've gone basically 3.25 miles already, which is a pretty good clip considering it's about that distance to get to Feldspar. I don't think we'll be able to maintain that pace just because we're going to be going uphill for a little bit now, but either way, if we want to get it done, it's pretty much the pace we got to go at. So I've been reading lately about the DEC, and they've been, I guess, a little pissed off about so many people hiking and really just not being courteous on the trails. So Andrew and I have noticed a lot of these little porta-johns they've been putting out in the woods, and I guess so people will stop going off the trails and, you know, taking a crap and just kind of leaving it there and not doing it the right way. So they added a whole bunch of these we've been noticing, much more so than last year when we were here. So, oh well, not going to stop hiking. So, well, this is another good place to stop. This is the junction you have here with the Lake Arnold Trail here. I don't even know what this really is. Oh, Marcy's off in the other direction, but good place to stop us any. We got 0.5 till we get to Lake Arnold, and then Feldspar is going to be about another 1.5 miles, 1.75 miles. So Andrew was just viciously attacked by a rogue tree, which proceeded to rip his jacket out of his book bag, or his pack there. And he's going back to find his jacket right now. So I'm just going to have a seat while he sees if he can figure that one out. So, going to be our adventure for the day. See if he can't find it. Yeah, his pack must have been open. Not realizing it. I'm just going to sit here and wait. So another thing I'm noticing, I'm wearing this Under Armour, and it's just very tight, so it's kind of cutting off the circulation of my hands, which are now incredibly swollen. I might have to take the Under Armour off at some point. It doesn't really bother me, it's just my fingers are all pumped out and kind of fat. So, I don't know. It was cold this morning, so I had it on, but I might take it off later. Andrew still hasn't found his jacket. He's still looking. He hasn't come out of the woods yet. So we have an update. Andrew found the jacket. He did.
1/10 of a mile back.
1/10 of a mile.
Yeah.
That jacket has an estimated value of about $8.43 at this point.
$5, but
Yeah.
that's what I asked for at a garage sale.
Andrew's shoe is untied.
No, it's not. It's tight.
Now it's tied. Good work.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Hey, you know, I was actually curious about this debate about, you know how the mountains are named, like Mountain Peak or Mount?
Yeah.
How does that get determined? Is it just whatever sounds the best? Is there a certain criteria?
No, I don't think there's any criteria. I believe it's just how they're named. Whoever named them the way they did. Some prefer to call it a mountain, some people call it a peak. I don't think there's any criteria to it. I could be wrong, but I don't think there is.
So Cliff is a mountain, but Redfield's a mount.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It depends on who named it, you know. It'd be easy to say that a peak is something that's kind of like a sub-peak of something else, but it doesn't always ring true.
This is true, I guess. I don't know.
Would you say Blake Peak is a mountain of itself? It's pretty prominent.
Well,
High, but it's prominent. Yeah, but Dial's a mountain, and Dial's not prominent at all, so.
yeah, I would,
There's any sort of rhyme or reason there.
I wouldn't call Blake either of the three. I'd call Blake a decrepit pile of garbage.
But it's pretty much its own mountain. It's not like you go down cold and then you climb back up Blake. You go up Dial and you just don't fall. Dial is just kind of nickel top.
Yeah, you go up Blake and then immediately wish you hadn't.
Well, yeah, that's true. Very true.
Oh well, let the debate rage on. Oh Jesus! This thing here.
Which one was rickety?
I think it's the one at the end.
No, it's this one.
Huh.
Yeah, I guess the water levels are lower, so.
Yeah.
The second one's that far.
That was close.
Easier than the path.
If I'm being honest here, this portion of the trail sucks. Like, we've slipped off of about 4 logs between the two of us because they're just so rotted and these nails are not really holding them in. So they're rolling and we're not expecting them to roll. So it's been fun. Another one? Oh boy.
So
Yeah, 6.3 miles so far, and
yeah. Should be 1.7 to the top of Clare.
alright.
So 0.9 and 0.8.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going towards uphill brook, and then gonna find the herd path for Cliff and Redfield, and gonna do Cliff, and then don't think we're gonna have enough time, but whatever, we'll see, to do Redfield. So here we go.
Yeah, our pace ain't strong enough today.
Yeah, probably not quite. That's alright though. So we're actually on what looks like a relatively new section of trail right here. All along this river last year there was a big storm. I think actually someone got killed, unfortunately, but
it wiped out a massive chunk of the trail here. So it looks like they just kind of diverted it away from the creek bed there, and made it so it was passable, because you could just see remains of like footbridges and stuff where the whole banking of the creek just completely sheared off. Pretty crazy how powerful that water can get. So, all right, so we just came up. I believe that's uphill lean-to, but there's a cairn right here, and I believe this is the trail. And Girardi just went ahead a little bit, but this is the trail for Redfield and Cliff. Should be a second cairn coming up pretty soon for it, so we'll know pretty shortly whether or not this is the right way.
Marsa.
Yeah. Well, we found the other cairn. I believe that way's Redfield over there, and then we're going to Cliff. So we're going to Cliff. Andrew was just looking at Mount Marcy over my shoulder there. There she is, a big behemoth through the trees. Can't really see it, but oh well. Off we go. The 0.9 miles. 0.8 from here. Let's go get Cliffy.
0.8 just full of mud.
Yes, pure mud. Let's have fun in the mud again. Go! Ugh. You. So this trail so far has been really in rough shape. I mean, it's a herd path, so there's another cairn right here. So but it's just been unbelievably muddy, and there's just uprooted trees everywhere. Tells me there was some serious weather here at some point, but we're getting through it. Kind of slower than we'd like. At this point, I don't think Redfield's even going to be possible, unless we want to get out at 9 o'clock, which I really want no part of. But hopefully we're getting close to Cliff. I can see the big wall of earth just to my right there. Jeez, this is what I'm talking about. It's been like this almost constantly, this whole trail. It's getting ridiculous with all these trees and all the mud. Andrew's got this great advantage of being taller than me, so he can.
It's a rough trail.
Yeah, this trail, rugged.
Not like steep or anything, but this is rugged.
Yeah, I'd give trail conditions an F.
Like not hard, but it's weird.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna try to see if I can't slip under this thing without hurting myself. Oh, yeah, here we go.
It's a pretty vertical section of the trail right here. Oh, you took a better path than I did. Yeah, it looked a lot easier.
Oh man.
But now this part is
No, we got it done. Well, I just think this is why they call it Cliff. Trail goes right up there. Should be a thing. Andrew using them handholds like a pro. Just not much grip on these rocks. A lot of them are really wet. So grab onto something sturdy and pull yourself up. That's kind of been what we've been doing. But It's actually been kind of a fun trail. It's a lot of these little scrambles and...
Doesn't stop there.
No?
It doesn't stop there.
Just keeps going?
It keeps going. Yeah, these are some really sharp freaking phases.
Yeah, a lot of these scrambles.
When was the last time we scrambled like this?
Probably Saddleback.
Yeah. It's been a while since we did scrambles that are this technical.
Yeah. Or at least more technical than, you know, basic walking. It actually requires you use some hands, I guess.
The Dix was steep, but it was steady. It wasn't too scrambly, it was just steady. This is just straight up. Oh, and it keeps going too.
Oh, that's exciting. This is a pretty sick view, so I wasn't expecting it. Just off to the left is actually Colden, and then you know, you look around Marcy. There's Redfield, which at this point I doubt we're getting to, but and then just the big wall right there is Skylight. But I mean, this trail, it's been, I mean, you look at that, that's just a steep drop. I mean, we've gained a lot of elevation in a very short period of time. And I was just hearing Andrew, but looks like it's about to get real again with these scrambles. So let's see what this one looks like.
This is straight up dangerous.
Oh!
This is dangerous.
Look at this!
Just take a look at what you got to look forward to in a few seconds.
Well, we just spent about 20 minutes up here talking to some interesting hikers. And, well, Cliff is fun.
Lot to see.
Lots, yeah, I mean, lots to see. Not necessarily from here, but this is pretty much what you got at the summit.
You can see the peaks.
Highly obstructed
the
views
back,
of some
though,
pretty
yeah.
impressive mountains, but we did get some views on the way up, which was really nice. Definitely one of the tougher climbs, though.
Yeah, technical in parts.
Yeah, we're gonna be heading out in just a couple minutes here. Gonna let those 3 hikers that were on the summit with us get a little head start before we
Lap them.
Yeah, before we embarrass them down the mountain.
Their words, not ours.
Yeah, they pretty much self-proclaimed slowpokes.
They said they started at 5?
Yeah, they said it started at 5 in the morning and just got here.
And we were like 3 hours behind.
Yeah, well, I guess if that makes you feel any better about yourself. We did
We did a bang-up job.
We hauled ass for most of the day, but I don't think we're gonna get Redfield.
Nah, I think we slowed up around Arnold. That was our problem.
Yeah, I think Redfield is probably out of the question unless we want to get out of here at 9 o'clock, which I'm not too interested in. So
I'd rather get out in the daytime, personally.
get out in the daytime, get to Lake Placid.
Get some pizza.
Oh yeah, get a big old pizza.
Catch the end of a football game later, maybe.
Yeah, my Pats are playing today.
Yeah.
Got a good old Jacoby Brissett
Starting at quarterback.
gonna lead us over the Texans.
We've gotten really off topic on this.
Yeah, we have, haven't we? It's supposed to be about
It's
hiking.
a hiking blog.
I never thought Jacoby Brissett would make it into my my hiking vlog, but good for
The
him.
power of Cliff.
Good for him. Yeah, Cliff Mountain. Power of Cliff right there. We'll have to remember that sign.
And how it's like half gone.
Yeah, half of it's missing, but you know, whatever. Well, we're back at the cairn. That would be the trail to Redfield, but
So do Redfield,
that's gonna be a no-go for today. Just not realistic to get out of here before dark. If we actually want to go do that, it's probably gonna take us, I would say, an hour and a half to 2 more hours. Linda and I just got back to that main trail junction. Got 6.3 miles left until we get back to the lodge. I haven't checked the time, but I'm estimating that we should be out around 5:30. We didn't end up doing Redfield, so
save us a little time and, you know, get us out of here before dark, which, you know, don't really feel like hiking out after dark. It's just not worth it, especially with how early we got up today. Well, we're back at this miniature lake that we got across here. Andrew's giving it a shot again. I'm gonna see if I can't walk this whole thing without going splash. Whoa! Seesaw on that log. Oh man, I'm not a big fan of this log either. Jesus. Piece of cake. Maybe. Hey. So we're almost back to Marcy Dam. Only probably have about half a mile left. Getting a little bit later than we like. I mean, we'll probably be back closer to 6. It's not really 5:30, but we slowed down a little bit because what's the rush? But we'll be done soon. So we're just about done. We're coming up on the lodge parking lot and the trail register. Andrew and I are both pretty beat. A 16.5-mile day just to get Cliffy done, but it's 38 now. 8 more to go. Off to Lake Placid. Get some food.
Okay, so quickly for my review of Cliff Mountain, pretty short and simple there, not the hike, but my review of it. I wouldn't really recommend this one if you're looking to take the family out to, have a nice short climb and experience a nice view. Cliff Mountain is definitely one of the longer, more difficult hikes, and it's really technically not even 4,000 feet, so it's kind of like Couchy there when we do it in the Santanonis. It's just one that you have to do, but overall I would give it a difficulty. I'd put it right up there. I'd give it a 9. It's just a long day, and then you have that whole stretch there towards on the herd path there where it just gets very vertical, a lot of blowdown, and as far as the views, you did have one nice little lookout point, so instead of giving it a 1 or 2, I'll just go with a 3.